Here we are, 2026.
2026.
The start of a new podcast series.
It'll be 2027 before you know it.
I mean,
I feel like last year was just.
it did go by so fast.
It went by fast. It went by fast.
Kurt and Denette, just two best friends having conversation.
That's right.
And we are marriage coaches. And we just want to start off this new year addressing some of the thoughts and ideas that people have
About marriage.
Yes, this is going to be a lot of hope filled. We want to give tools to breed hope as you start a new year in your marriage. Maybe you learn some tools just to continually fuel your marriage that is already going well. So before we get started, remember, like, follow, subscribe, do all the things. Really helps us, helps get the information out to people that need it.
Yeah.
So do that now. Now here, let's get started. The first one, idea, thought that people have, the questions that they battle in their mind is the thought that, can change really happen?
You know, it's funny because that was probably one of the biggest, questions in my brain. Like when our marriage was at its worst, if you know our story, the first 8 years of our marriage were total chaos and just broken. So I remember feeling like it'll never change. Like, this is what I have. This is what I signed up for. This is what I got. This is what it's going to be. And that can be like a really defeating feeling when you're walking that out. Like, is this all there is? And so that was something that I really battled with myself, like in our relationship, those first few years of our marriage.
Yeah, the truth is, I believe all of us really want to believe that things can be better.
Yeah.
But most of us really have zero idea where to start.
Yeah, for sure.
This concept that, man, I know I don't like what I have, but I don't even know where to begin. Or maybe I want to begin and my partner doesn't want to begin.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It can be in this season that like real issues began to be exposed because you begin to start bitterness, resentfulness, anger, these kind of things well up. And now we start seeing roots of problems.
Yeah. It's also, it's one of those things, like, you feel like, man, we've already tried this. Like, I don't know how many times we have, or we hear, we've already tried coaching, or we've already gotten therapy and it didn't work. Or I tried before to talk to him or to her and it failed, so it's just going to fail again. So it's that mentality that because in the past it didn't work, I'm scared to try anything else. Like, it's just going to be another failure. And we all know that that is the absolute description of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over and over again. So how do we get out of that?
Yeah.
I
also, we believe that many times couples, when you start to change, you want to see immediate gratification to your work. And then we get defeated when an old problem arises. We hit the same issue in the same way that we always do. We get defeated in these things. And then it's almost like, why do I even begin?
Yeah.
It's kind of like when people go to the gym at the new year. I've started doing that. I joined the rest of America, start the gym in the new year. So there I am with everyone else. And even myself, I come home, I've been there like 2.5 weeks now, and I'm asking myself, why am I not jacked in a tank top? Like, why are my arms not bigger in my neck? Why is my stomach still the same size?
No, you don't understand, guys. Like, seriously, he's like so frustrated because he's not 3 pant sizes smaller. And it took, years, months to get to where you are. And yet we expect immediate change. And our marriages, our relationships are the exact same.
Yeah.
Well, it'll take us 20 years of chaos and dysfunction to bring someone in sometimes to a coaching room, and they want immediate change overnight. And so we end up putting the marker with these big high markers instead of little moments of success.
Yeah. We want to encourage you in 2026, look, start smaller, stay consistent. Like, take the little wins, do little things that you haven't been doing. Start there and be okay as consistency happens. You begin to notice in February, in March, in April, wow, my marriage is completely different than what it used to be.
I'm laughing because I just started this new thing in our house. We're trying to keep our house clean. It's like the constant battle, and it's just you and I. Like, we're empty nesters.
The house is clean.
The house is clean, but we're empty nesters, so it's just him and I.
Except for that fan. That fan is not clean.
That fan is dirty. If you could see this fan, it's embarrassingly dirty. Anyways, I've been trying to keep the house clean, and so I started this new thing that's kind of, I think, getting under his skin, but I keep saying, "Don't put it down, put it away." And it's like my own little ADHD way of reminding myself. I go to set something down and I'm like, "Don't put it down, put it away." And it's a little small action, but it ends up like causing organization to follow, right? It ends up causing there's a cause and reaction to every single everything we do. But it's like, oh my gosh, when I just put my things away, the house is a disaster, mind blowing. But then we take those simple things with our marriage, like our relationship. If I just give a kind response instead of
Mhm.
a reaction, all of a sudden we're drawn closer instead of pushed further away. But it's those little things instead of those big sweeping.
I found myself, I was like Rain Man. I'm like, don't put it down, put it away. Don't put it down, put it away. Don't put it down, put it away.
Maybe because his wife's staring like, don't put it down, put it away.
We should get those plastered. Anyway, listen, change happens through consistency,
Yeah.
not intensity. Just because we get loud and we try hard and we do all these things, look, it's going to happen over time.
Yeah.
Stay consistent. We tell people all the time, the tools in marriage that we give, they work, but you have to continue to work the tools. Stay consistent. Find these ways to love your spouse, to talk well to them, to speak life into them. Act humble, like operate in humility and selflessness. Do these things consistently over and over and over again. And I assure you that over a period of time, you will see change.
When you use the word humility or walking humbly, like that can sound like Christianese, big, yeah, it sounds great. But what does that actually look like for someone? Like in a home environment, live, but we see the best in each other, we see the worst in each other. Like what does that actually look like?
Humility isn't a church word. It's not, I mean, it's used in church because we are to be humble, but humility is admitting mistakes,
Mm,
active listening, supporting a partner in their weakness,
mm,
lowering myself to hold your arms up, or lowering myself for the health and stability of our marriage. I, I mean, that's what we should do as people.
yeah.
It's just exponentially harder in a marriage because we expect.
Hmm.
I put expectations on you. And so when you don't live up to those expectations that I've had for maybe 20 years, healthy or unhealthy,
Yeah.
now I get in my feel some kind of way.
Mhm.
Constantly putting that in check, 28 years of marriage, and me constantly putting that check to go, no, I'm not a perfect human. I fail too. You fail too. Being able to admit those, being able to sit and have real conversations where active listening is going. That was a struggle for us for a long time, because as a partner is speaking, most times we're formulating responses, whether that's defense, like my gears are going to defend myself and my actions, whether that's an offense, my offense is going so I can come back and attack you worse than what you just attacked
Right.
me,
Yeah. Right.
or whether we're just paralyzed, like, and so many thoughts are just going through our head, we're not actively listening. And so to humble oneself is to go, I'm going to block every voice, I'm going to be in every conversation and give you the value that you deserve as my spouse.
Which is so good. And I think what's wild is how hard that is in unhealthy seasons. Like it can be so hard to humble yourself when you feel like, well, they're not humbling themselves.
Yeah.
Or put yourself in this stance that we get in this protective mode, right? And we think as long as I put my walls up and you keep your walls up, then we'll just do this thing. Instead of saying, okay, my walls have to come down in order for me to see you for who you are, and vice versa. And so we put these walls up and we just stay there and we refuse to say, nope, I'm going to lower my guard in order to let you in. That is so difficult in unhealthy seasons. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, unhealthy seasons. It's terrible, but it's hard even in healthy seasons.
Yeah. True.
I mean, we can tell you times that we've sat with couples having a session and someone's hearing something and words are being said and they're hearing something, but then their response is so fast and so off base that you realize, no, you weren't hearing anything.
Mm-mm.
Because in your mind, it was as soon as they take a breath, I'm going to fire with everything that I have.
Yep.
And most times that's where you just see these stalemates that two people now have drawn lines in the sand. And until you see it my way, until you come to my side, I'm not ever going to come to your side.
Yeah. And it's wild because, again, it goes back to, it's not this big sweeping life change, whatever. It's these small, small steps. It's like that, it's like the theory of the 1% shift.
Yep.
Right? The 1% shift. We used to be on staff at a very large church, and we would talk about how hard it was to do things because you had this huge organization, this huge thing that had to shift one thing at a time, right? And so it wasn't these big sweeping motions. And when we go cruising, right, on a ship, we love to cruise.
Let's just take a moment for cruises.
Cruising. We love
Want to do a marriage cruise?
Yeah, we
with
want to
the
do
couples that we coach.
That would be awesome. That would be amazing. One day, maybe 2026, who knows? Keep an eye out. But when you're on a ship, right, the captain, if he changes it just 1 degree, he's going to end up somewhere totally different than the destination he could have been headed towards if he had kept on target. And so these 1 little degree shifts, for good or bad, have a huge impact on our relationship, on our day, on our morning. And throughout the entire day, we can make these 1 degree shifts that make a huge impact on our relationship,
Stay consistent.
Yeah.
Practice them daily.
Yeah.
We've said it on here 1,000 times. You don't eat an elephant all at once. It's one bite at a time.
Yeah.
Make little small changes. You want to believe that change is possible for 2026? Start small, stay consistent. 1%. Let's change 1% today and 1% tomorrow. And over the course of the year, I assure you, you're going to see some things about yourself, your partner, and your marriage that are going to be mind-blowing to you.
Goes back to that gym analogy. One little thing.
One little thing. The other thing I would tell you, when you do the 1% shift, as you're walking out change this year, take time to celebrate weekly wins.
Mm-hmm.
As we are doing this new, don't put it down, put it up. It is nice at the end of the day to look at your home and realize, wow, my haven is as clean today as it was yesterday.
Throw on a little YouTube coffee jazz, light a candle. It is nice. It's nice.
But we're going to celebrate that.
That's right.
Hey, look, we got a week under our belts that we didn't put it down. We put it up. Man, well done. That's a big change for us. We're happy about that. Now, we've also celebrated when we communicate better, when we are less tense.
Yeah.
When we've gone an exponential period of time without a massive disagreement.
Yeah. And that doesn't have to look huge, right? Like it just looks like an encouraging word to your partner. It just looks like a thank you. It looks like gratitude. Hey, thank you so much for how you've loved me this week. Like, thank you so much for letting me be seen. Hey, thanks for hopping in when you could tell that I was a little overwhelmed. Instead of like backing away or pulling away from me, you stepped into me and made me feel seen. Like that gratitude goes a long way. Let your partner know, man, she saw that, or he saw that attempt to draw closer because my flesh, my person wanted to throw up a wall. Like, why are you being distant? Why are you instead like pushing in? That's a huge win. And so being gracious and thankful for that is so important because it allows your partner to know that they're seen.
Celebrate the wins.
Yeah.
Look, encourage you as well. Learn new language. Language locates you every time. How you speak is exactly where you're at, the way you feel. Learn new language. Things like you always do this, we always fail, we try and never succeed. Changing language very minutely to, listen, we hit a bump, we're learning a new system. Like reminding each other's selves of we're not going to be perfect in this journey. We're learning something new. So in learning something new, it's going to be sore. It's going to be painful. You're not going to know where the potholes are. Man, continue to encourage your hearts. We are moving in the right direction and we are running into a little bit of resistance.
Yeah. Healthy marriages are built slowly, right? They're built slowly, but they're sustained intentionally.
Mm.
Like, it doesn't just happen. It's the same, going back again to that gym analogy. It's the same. It's built slowly, but it doesn't happen without intentionality. You've got to be intentional. What does that look like when you're trying to get healthy? It's meal planning, it's meal prepping, it's getting to the gym, it's getting your steps in, all those things, right? And then we just expect our marriages to flow fluidly without being intentional. And so it's, man, how can I intentionally step into you today, closer to you, love you well, one little thing at a time?
Mm.
And again, that 1 degree shift, it's going to make a huge impact on your relationship. Yeah.
We constantly remind couples, you have not been married any longer than what you've been married.
Mhm.
We've been married 28 years. We don't know the problems that year 29 brings. We'll learn that when we've been married 29 years. So because we don't know those problems, we potentially have never faced anything like that. And we'll have to learn a new system at 29 years of marriage that accommodates for year 29.
Yeah.
That could be emotional intimacy, physical intimacy, communication, could be a lot of things. But this concept that, listen, change is possible. We're going to start slowly. We're going to be very intentionally. We're going to be very celebratory over the wins, and we're going to stay consistent in 65 days.
Yeah, that's right.
And then when year 2027 comes, we will look back at 2026 and we will see the massive progress that we've made.
Our marriage is going to be jacked.
Like I will be
Like you
for
will be.
365 days in the gym, boy.
That's right.
I mean, your boy's coming out like the Hulk.
Fabulously fit
Well,
and 50.
I'll be 50 this year. And so I want to be fabulously. No, I didn't want to say this. I want to be fit at 50. And she said, you could be fabulously fit. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to say that ever
We
again.
both could be fabulously fit,
And we're going to.
but I'm not going to be 50. Not yet. That's just you. I still got a couple years.
Listen, I want to encourage you. All right. If you're asking yourself, is it always going to be this way? And will we see any change this year? The answer is yes. Humility, consistency, and kindness.
Mhm.
Remember, follow, like, and subscribe. We love you. We'll see you in the next one.